NFL debut right here. And it's a ground ball that's picked up at the 19-yard line, and that is Scott Chandler.
About a cornerback.
And pretty good evidence right there. Matt McBriar sends the kick down to the 9-yard line. Tremont Williams eludes the first man, brings it back upfield. The right personnel on the field. And Green Bay now going 2-by-2 with Jennings out of the slot on the left side, and Rodgers with a quick throw to the right side. A first down, and the ball is loose, but it's picked up by Jordy Nelson. James Jones made the catch, and he's had some fumbling problems. Evidence right there, but a break for Green Bay as Nelson winds up with the football.
Well, on that one, Terrence Newman falls down on the coverage right up here, and he's got some issues coming into this game. He's been taking a pain-killing shot in his ribs, and they actually have had to put it right between the ribs. He showed me before the game. There's Anthony Spencer, and his running back find out.
Rodgers from the shotgun on 2nd down and 10. On Green Bay's opening drive, catchers made 3rd and 3. Packers have had the ball for almost 7 minutes. Rodgers flushed out, and then he gets... Cowboys come. Rodgers escapes. We'll have a first down and a lot more. And Mason Crosby will send this one down to the rookie Brian McCann. And McCann, some nifty little... Grandpa and Dad played in the league, and Uncle Bruce is in the Hall of Fame, the Matthews family. Good, deep, booming team in microcosm. 33-yard line. Green Bay's gained 146 yards to 29 for Dallas. And Rodgers throwing. There's a flag.
James Jones didn't like it. He's been playing well.
Jackson behind Johnson, the fullback. And he leans to the goal line and gets in for the touchdown. A little body lean and angles his shoulders, and that leads to a Lambeau leap.
That was impressive. Anthony Spencer is one of the best run stuffers for the Dallas Cowboys. He gets a clean shot, but it doesn't matter. Jackson's going to bounce off of that and just drive his way into the end zone. Pretty good show tonight for Brandon Jackson, too. See if he gets that ball across the line. About the game of football, and such a great teacher. Love seeing him here tonight.
Packers very big on bringing back a lot of the guys from the past. Here is McCann. And McCann looking like Pac-Man. 14-0. Tremont Williams back to receive the kick. A good angled boot. 5 for Dallas. Draw inside, and look at that hole for Kuhn to the 50-yard line. Behind Sitton and the rookie Bulaga over the right side, gain of 17.
It's completely unsound. Look at everybody over here. You've got 2 defenders on the right side of the center. How are you going to block that? It's impossible. It's absolutely a blown defense, a completely fouled up scheme. And if they're not having enough
right now, that was a 93-yard drive that took 5 minutes, consumed 10 plays. And you got McCann, and he loses the ball, and it pops loose, and it's a live football, and Collins is going to run with possession.
Tell there.
And if nothing else, you're right, Chris. There's the knee is down, he's down,
yeah.
And he has to challenge that call.
Yeah, better come out soon.
Green Bay gets the ball. Beeler's kickoff. And Shields is going to bring it out from 5 yards deep. We're around the corner. And Shields.
Since Aaron Rodgers has been able to step up and make some of those plays is because they've gotten him blocked inside.
Tim Mastey's first punt of the night. And there is Bryant slipping. Tramon Williams is back to return the McBriar kick, which is a beauty. Fielded at the 37. A serenade you don't want to hear if you're the Dallas Cowboys and you got to run back here from Brian.
In the secondary, and yet they just keep cranking along.
This is McBriar's 5th punt. Tramon Williams from the 6th. Jennings, and that'll make it a 1st down and goal. Church comes in to make the tackle.
Well, right now the Packers just have this defense solved. You go in motion, you see the guy running across with him, so now you know it's man coverage. So you run this little pick play on the outside, then you get it down to about the 5-yard line. There's not a mystery right now. They know exactly what the Dallas Cowboys are doing, and it's like telling a major league.
Now, but dry, not much wind, and a lot of good things have happened for this crowd of 70,000. Tashard Choice from the 1-yard line brings the ball back out.
I don't know if he's sick or not, but it has been a tough night for him.
7-yard line. McCann decides to go with an offensive pedigree or a defensive pedigree.
Well, and if he goes defense, you have to remember he has 3-4 personnel, so that has to factor.
This is the worst of the unholy trinity. Giants, Jacksonville, and now this. 3 games, and of course 3 losses. And heading for a 1-7 mark. The ball's at the 23, and Matt Flynn, 3rd-year quarterback out of LSU. The backup comes in to finish out the game. Just to go back to the coach, and Gailey, who's now the coach at Buffalo. That lasted 2 years, but it was important that we wanted to go offense.
Well, just an observation. When
he had Switzer, he had Gailey for offense. Then when he let Chan go, he went defense, and he promoted from within with Dave Campo for 3 years. And that's incomplete. Dave is still
really top-end guys that they have here came from those years.
Here's Masco's kick. And it goes through Bryant's hand.